Welcome back to Calm English Studio. Today we are slowing down our busy minds to explore a beautiful concept, the beauty of small things. In our modern world, we often feel rushed. We want to reach our goals immediately, and this is especially true when we are trying to master a new language. We focus so much on the destination that we forget to enjoy the journey. But real growth is quiet, patient, and slow. It happens in the tiny, ordinary moments that we rarely stop to notice. If we learn to pause, we can find inspiration all around us. Let your mind rest here today. Breathe softly, listen closely to the rhythm of the words, and give yourself permission to grow at your own beautiful pace. To truly appreciate these details, we must first learn how to change our focus. Think about how we look at a wide landscape. We see the grand mountains and the sky, but we often miss the delicate wildflowers growing at our feet. The same thing happens when we listen to a new language. We try so hard to understand every single sentence perfectly that we miss the music of the words, the rhythm of the phrases, and the quiet spaces between them. Today, let us practice looking closer. By turning our attention to the small things, we teach our minds to be present. We stop worrying about what comes next, and we begin to enjoy where we are right now. In this space, there is no pressure, no judgment, and no need to rush. There is only this exact moment, waiting to be noticed. Let us let our minds drift to the simple act of looking out a window. When we look through the glass on a quiet morning, we might see the gentle sway of tree branches in the distance, or we might notice how the morning light cuts across the room, illuminating tiny dust motes dancing in the air. These moments require nothing from us. They do not ask us to perform, to achieve, or to be perfect. When you study English in this relaxed state, your brain opens up to absorb new words more naturally. You begin to connect the sounds to feelings rather than just translations. By embracing this slow, deliberate rhythm, you are building a deeper, more permanent connection to the language. Let yourself simply exist in this peaceful space for a little longer. As the morning moves forward, the light in the room shifts. It grows a little warmer, a little brighter, illuminating the small details we often take for granted. Consider the objects we touch every day. A favorite ceramic plate, the smooth wood of a well-worn table, or the heavy texture of a cotton blanket. These things carry a quiet comfort. They remind us that our surroundings are full of grounding, peaceful elements if we only take a moment to notice them. In our journey to learn and grow, we often look for giant leaps of progress. We want to speak flawlessly or understand complex ideas immediately. But true mastery is built from these small, daily interactions. Every new word you hear, every quiet phrase you repeat, is a tiny thread being woven into something beautiful. Trust this slow accumulation of knowledge. Let us carry this awareness outdoors into a simple morning walk. When we step outside, our attention shouldn't look for the horizon, but down toward the ground beneath us. Notice how the small gravel stones settle against one another on the garden path, or how a single patch of bright green moss thrives in the shadow of a stone wall. These microecosystems exist constantly, entirely independent of our busy schedules. When you learn to observe these tiny pockets of life, your mindset shifts away from performance pressure. You realize that nature does not rush its growth, yet everything is accomplished in its own time. Your English vocabulary expands in exactly the same way, one quiet word at a time, settling deep into your memory like seeds in the soil. We conclude this first chapter by returning inside, bringing this sense of micro-wonder with us. Look at how a drop of ink gently spreads when it touches water, or how the steam from a fresh cup of tea forms unique, winding patterns before disappearing into the air. These small movements are temporary, unique, and impossibly beautiful. They remind us that nothing stays the same, and that change is a gentle, natural process. As you prepare to move deeper into today's immersion, take a deep breath. Appreciate how far you have already come in your language journey. You do not need to understand every word today. You only need to appreciate the rhythm, embrace the details, and allow yourself to learn without anxiety. We now enter a new space of quiet observation. Imagine walking along a narrow garden path and spotting something small resting on a weathered wooden table. It is a single, pale bird feather. When a hand reaches down to gently pick it up, we notice how incredibly light it is. It seems almost weightless, yet it is perfectly constructed. Finding an object like this makes us pause. We begin to wonder about its story. Where did it come from? How far did it travel on the wind before landing softly right here? In English, when we look at something and wonder about its past, we use words of deduction. We say, "It must have traveled far," or "It might have belonged to a bird flying high above the trees." This type of language allows us to explore possibilities, turning a simple observation into a deeper moment of reflection. Carrying our quiet curiosity with us, we step off the path and into the gentle hum of a neighborhood bookstore and cafe. The atmosphere here is soft and welcoming. There is a faint smell of roasted coffee beans mixed with a comforting, earthy scent of old paper. We watch a person quietly browsing the shelves, their fingers lightly tracing the spines of books, looking for nothing in particular. In spaces like this, we are surrounded by people, yet we can still maintain our inner stillness. It is a shared sanctuary. When you sit in a coffee shop, practicing your English by observing the world around you, you are engaging in a beautiful form of passive learning. You might listen to the soft rise and fall of nearby conversations, or simply read a single sentence while sipping a warm drink. There is no rush to finish, no pressure to understand everything at once. You are simply participating in the rhythm of the room. As we sit quietly with our thoughts, we notice how the environment supports this slow pace. Nearby, a barista gently pours steaming milk into a cup, their hands moving with the easy grace of someone who has repeated this motion 1,000 times. Across the room, someone else sits by the window, their head tilted slightly as they stare out into the morning mist, lost in a quiet daydream. These small, everyday actions connect us all in a shared rhythm. We are all moving through our days, learning, resting, and experiencing the world at our own speed. In intermediate English, when we describe ongoing actions that happen around us, we use the past continuous or present continuous tense. We say, "The steam was rising," or "People are enjoying their morning." This structure captures life in motion, freezing a beautiful, fleeting second so we can fully appreciate it. Let yourself breathe in this shared space. When we look closely at the morning, we see a beautiful collection of daily routines. Everywhere around us, people are engaging in small, rhythmic habits that ground them for the day ahead. A person carefully waters a small row of green plants on a balcony, watching the soil soak up the moisture. Another individual folds a soft linen shirt, smoothing out the wrinkles with the palm of their hand. These actions are simple, yet they carry a deep sense of purpose. They show us that taking care of our surroundings is a way of taking care of ourselves. When we learn English, we can think of our progress in the same way. It is a daily practice, a quiet routine. By showing up every day, listening to the language, and repeating the sounds, you are gently tending to your growth. There is no need for grand gestures. The magic is in the consistency of these small habits. Think of how comforting it is to prepare something simple to eat or drink at the start of the day. We watch the slow, deliberate movements of hands slicing a fresh loaf of bread, the knife gliding cleanly through the soft crust. There is a quiet beauty in the way a small spoonful of bright red jam spreads smoothly across a piece of toast, or how a single drop of water falls into a bowl of oats. These small acts of preparation are a form of quiet meditation. They invite us to bring our full attention to the present moment, to the textures and colors right in front of us. When you practice English in this way, you are not forcing your mind to memorize rigid grammar rules. Instead, you are inviting the language to become a natural part of your daily rhythm, as familiar and comforting as your morning cup of tea. As the morning transitions fully into the day, we move gently into our daily work. For many of us, this begins with organizing our thoughts and creating a quiet space to focus. We see hands carefully arranging colored pencils in a cup, or a fountain pen gliding smoothly across the textured page of a fresh notebook. There is a deep, satisfying calm in setting up our tools with intention. Work does not always have to be rushed or stressful. When we approach our tasks with a steady mind, even checking a list or adjusting a desk lamp can feel like a grounding ritual. It is the same with your English practice. Your study sessions are a meaningful part of your daily work. By focusing on one sentence, one phrase, or one sound at a time, you are building a structure of knowledge that is uniquely yours. Let us carry this quiet focus forward into the rest of our day. We now move into a new chapter, leaving the structured workspace behind to follow the gentle sounds of water. Imagine sitting quietly by the edge of a shallow, crystal-clear stream. The water flows smoothly over rounded river stones, creating a continuous, rhythmic murmur that washes away any lingering thoughts of the day's busy tasks. A hand reaches down, letting the cool stream water slip over open fingers. In intermediate English, when we want to talk about things that give us a sense of relief or relaxation, we use vivid adjectives like refreshing, soothing, or invigorating. We notice how the water moves effortlessly around obstacles, never forcing its way, but simply finding the path of least resistance. Let your mind align with this fluid movement, allowing your language practice to flow just as easily, without friction or fear. Following the water further into the shade, we notice how the stream reflects the green canopy above. The light here is soft, filtered through leaves that dance in the breeze. When water meets a fallen branch, it doesn't stop. It pools gently, forms tiny white bubbles, and flows gracefully underneath. Notice how many different ways we can describe the movement of water in English. Can trickle, bubble, glide, or meander. Each word carries its own specific texture, much like the changing surfaces of the stream itself. As we listen to these words, we don't need to stress over memorizing them perfectly. Just like the fallen leaves that float effortlessly downstream, we can let the sounds of the language wash over us, trusting that our minds are absorbing the rhythm naturally. Now, we let our attention rest entirely on the people who find still moments by the water. There is something deeply peaceful about watching a person simply exist in harmony with a landscape. We observe a figure standing barefoot in the shallow current, their head tilted back, absorbing the warmth of the sun and the rhythm of the flow around their ankles. Their entire posture is one of release and absolute presence. Another person sits fully on a large sun-baked rock, their arms wrapped loosely around their knees, gazing out at the point where the water meets the distant tree-line. They are motionless, a quiet statue in a moving world. By observing these full, relaxed figures, we can learn to internalize their calmness. When we approach our English practice with this same sense of ease, we stop fighting against what we don't know and begin to appreciate how naturally the language can settle into our minds when we are simply ready to receive it. When we observe how figures move together in nature, we see a beautiful rhythm of shared silence. Two people walk side by side along the winding path of the bank, their steps perfectly matching the slow tempo of the water. They do not need to rush their conversation, nor do they feel the need to fill every moment with speech. True comfort lies in being completely at ease with another person in the quiet. As one figure bends down to trail a hand through the shallows, the other stands quietly nearby, watching the light catch the spray. In English, we call this a state of attunement, being completely in harmony with your environment and those around you. Let your relationship with the language feel just like this walk by the stream. It is a companion on your journey, moving at your side, fluid and natural. There is no pressure to reach the destination quickly. The beauty is found in every single step you take. We now enter our final chapter together, as the bright daylight begins to soften into the quiet of evening. The sky above turns a very pale, warm amber, reflecting gently on the surfaces around us. As the sun sinks lower, the long shadows stretch out slowly, casting a peaceful, protective blanket over the landscape. This time of day is an invitation to pause and look back on everything we have experienced. In English, we call this process reflection. It means thinking deeply and quietly about our journey. Just as the earth naturally rests when the sun sets, our minds need moments to settle and absorb everything we have learned. There is no need to push forward any longer. For now, simply allow yourself to sit with the warmth of the fading light and enjoy this moment of absolute stillness. As the evening deepens, we naturally look for cozy spaces that make us feel safe and warm. Imagine stepping into a quiet room where a small ceramic cup of tea sits on a wooden table, its steam rising in slow, elegant curls into the soft air. There is an incredible comfort in these tiny domestic details. In English, when we describe an environment that makes us feel completely protected, warm, and relaxed, we often use the word cozy. This single word carries the feeling of a soft blanket or a warm drink on a quiet night. Your language journey should feel like this cozy space. It is a safe place for your mind to rest, to explore new sounds, and to grow at its own gentle pace. You are safe here, wrapped in the quiet comfort of the present moment. There is a deep sense of contentment found in the gentle sounds of a quiet room at nightfall. We listen to the faint rhythmic tick of a wooden clock on the wall, or the soft rustle of a page turning in the dark. In English, we have a beautiful word for this feeling of quiet satisfaction: serenity. It describes a peace that comes from within, undisturbed by the noise of the outside world. When we let go of the need to achieve, to rush, or to compete, we make space for this true serenity to settle in. Think of your language practice not as a mountain you must climb in a day, but as a cozy room you can return to whenever you seek quiet. Every word you listen to, every soft sound you repeat, is a candle lit in the dark, warming your mind and lighting your path with gentle, steady clarity. As night finally settles in, the world outside falls into a deep, velvety quiet. We turn our eyes to the smallest details of the room that show the day is complete. A window latch is gently locked into place. A simple linen curtain is drawn closed against the evening cool, soft folds settling into straight lines. In English, we say that a quiet evening helps us unwind. It means to unroll or untangle all the tightly wound thoughts of the day. Like a spinning top slowly coming to a perfect rest, your mind finds its balance here. There is no more work to do, no more words to practice, and no more things to remember. You have dedicated this time to your growth, and now you can simply rest in the gentle quiet you have created. The room grows beautifully still as the last bright lights are put away. In this soft atmosphere, the simple objects around us take on a quiet charm. A pair of worn canvas slippers rests neatly on the floorboards. An empty ceramic teacup catches a tiny glint of moonlight from the window pane. In English, we have a wonderful expression for this state of being completely at ease. Peace of mind. It is not something we have to go out and look for. It is what remains when we finally stop rushing. As you listen to these words, feel your breath slow down to match the quiet rhythm of the house. You have done enough for today. Let your thoughts settle like dust in a quiet room, finding comfort in the absolute simplicity of the night. The world outside has completely quieted now, leaving only the softest, most comforting details within our view. We watch a single cotton thread tracing the edge of a blanket, or the quiet, steady shape of a sleeping pet nearby. In English, we call this feeling of safety and comfort coziness. It is a word that feels like a warm shelter, protecting us from the cold and the dark. Your mind has worked beautifully today, absorbing new sounds and rhythms. Now it is time to let go of the learning process entirely. Just as a heavy wool blanket settles softly over your shoulders, let this quiet atmosphere settle over your thoughts. You are exactly where you need to be, safe and cared for in the gentle embrace of the night. In these quiet hours, we find a beautiful sense of closure. The day is behind us, and the tomorrow we will greet is still far away. In English, when we reach a moment of complete peace after a long journey or a busy day, we call it rest. It is a simple word, but it holds a vast amount of comfort. Resting means allowing your mind to be perfectly still, without any expectations. You do not need to remember any new words tonight, nor do you need to think about how much you have learned. By simply being here, listening to the gentle rise and fall of the narration, you are giving your mind the space it needs to grow naturally. Sleep is approaching now, as soft and inevitable as the shadows stretching across the room. We have reached the quietest threshold of our journey together. The house is completely still, and the world outside is wrapped in a deep, beautiful sleep. In English, we use the phrase at peace to describe this exact state, where there are no more tasks to finish, no more words to remember, and nothing left to do but simply exist. Your mind has listened with wonderful patience today. Like a seed resting quietly beneath the soil, the English words you have absorbed will settle, connect, and grow while you rest. You do not need to struggle or strain. Language comes alive in these quiet moments of integration. Let your final thoughts drift away like faint ripples on a calm lake, knowing that you are completely safe, entirely supported, and deeply at peace. Thank you for sharing this beautiful, quiet space with me today. You have listened, you have paused, and you have allowed yourself to experience the beauty of small things. In English, when we wish someone a peaceful rest at the end of the day, we simply say, "Good night." As this video fades to silence, let those words stay with you like a warm, gentle hum. There is nothing more you need to seek, and nothing more you need to know. The language is already a part of you, resting quietly in your mind. Sleep well, breathe deeply, and enjoy the perfect stillness of the night. Good night.